Hello YouTube, this is the Scribe and thank you for watching this YouTube video. Many years ago, back when Torchwood was on, there was some highly motivated sex scenes within that program. So they were literally showing it at primetime TV to a TV audience that had children watching it, which showed like Jack and this other character fully at it on TV and very, very little censorship on it. Now, I've got nothing wrong with people wanting to watch porn, right? But when it's shoved in your face and it's obviously had a very strong political ideology behind it, it's like you've got to watch this, otherwise you don't accept it. Um, I said that was just totally wrong at the time, and I was saying that the show was becoming political. And I also felt like that about Doctor Who. I mean, there was times when Doctor Who was coming across as pretty negative, and it was going on for quite some years, even before most people noticed it. And that was on a previous channel I had called, I think I just described now or something like that, and I closed that down because what tends to happen is it was coming across as begging for subscribers, and I wasn't really doing that. So um, years later, when the new Doctor came up, I think basically roughly around Peter Capaldi, people started to notice the extreme political climate involved within the show. I mean, they were literally moral grandstanding, constantly using tick boxes to compete their show. So basically, nothing was genuine. It was just all fake, and it was a case of how much bullshit can you put in this TV show that would show people, people to be racist, sexist, horrible, especially the working class. I mean, obviously somebody like whoever was running the show at the time, um, was perfect, has never done anything wrong, and his ancestors are all beautiful, right? Despite probably owning slaves or something. But the working class who have to deal with this fucking shit in the streets, and people, damaging houses, let's say in America. Um, no, they're scumbags, and that's how the show was coming across, and it was just simply not the case. And obviously, it was just to cause trouble. Now, a lot of people noticed that, and they started to voice their concern that every single show that they were watching was highly political. It's kind of always been that way. you know, I mean, for instance, even before Stephen Moffat took over, there was periods of um, time within the show where, let's say Donna Noble slaps the Doctor, and there was other times when, you know, they show the Doctor as unemotional, like they always show, men on the TV shows. So, for instance, when Will says, "You're right, you are alien," and stuff like that, because men never have any emotions. Now, I'm not saying that a man needs to come out as a withering wreck or something on a TV program, or as extremely soft like they've been making him in other TV programs. But to have some respect now and again for hard-working people in society, because a lot of men are just hard-working. They work for their families, they work for their parents, they try their best, and there's course lots of fucking idiots. But it's just not like the way they were making it out to be. Now, I think, and I'll be blunt with you, that Doctor Who has completely finished. And I actually believe that there's very little way that this show could come back other than having absolute zero politics within the show. That would be the only way that show could ever recover. And when I say zero politics, I actually do mean not having a single ounce of politics within that show. So when the new Doctor is playing his role, don't start making it about, I don't know, race or something, because that's pointless. It just ruins the character, and it also ruins the actor who's in the character. I mean, if they don't do that, he'll come across as more sincere and charming. I mean, isn't that what you want for an actor who is of a minority? Wouldn't you want the person to come across as having a lot of charisma and people liking them, rather than talking at the audience and calling them scumbags? I mean, basically at one point with the old Doctor, and I think she did do pretty well in a few end of the series. I don't think her portrayal of the Doctor was as bad as what most people said it was, but it was definitely higher, political. It was definitely coming across as sexist and aggressive. Everything politics, everything had to be ticked off. I mean, they even made stupid jokes about Trump. I mean, why? I mean, for instance, we live in the UK. Most people watching our show go in the UK. We're not interested in that sort of nonsense from America. Now, I don't mind if people follow that, the Trump thing. I never got bothered by that. In fact, I don't think it was that bad in comparison to others. I don't think he was a saviour either. But the way they were using this lady actor, it just ruined their character. It possibly even ruined their reputation, because she was literally glowing on screen, right? And then she rose up in the air and started to say to the viewers what they should do, how they should act, and who they should be. Right? So basically they had a whole episode where her eyes were glowing gold or something, and she rose up in the air thousands of feet like Jesus Christ coming back to life. Right? And then she was saying like a god that this is how you had to behave. There was even one point where she was speaking directly at the fucking camera. Can you believe that? There was one point where she was speaking directly to you guys, calling you all scumbags. Fucking hell. I mean, why? I mean, how does that come across? Is that likable in any way at all? No. Anyway, yeah, the TV show, would I watch it? Yeah, I'll still watch it. I just like to watch train wrecks, and this one is a train wreck. I don't know where it's going. I think the new producer, who was the person who originally brought it back, he's always been politically motivated to a point. Don't believe that this is not going away. This is going away. All this politics. No. He's going to make it worse. He's going to make it worse. At least when he was doing it originally, he didn't have those ideas planted into his head. But I don't think he's particularly intelligent. I mean, for instance, have a look at the previous episodes he did. I mean, Love and Monsters. He still has yet to apologise to me about that. Will he apologise? No. And then he had, Fair Hair, which was not too bad. It's okay, I suppose, at the end. But the rest of it was shit. I mean, he has a habit of making shit episodes. And then the rest of them is just the Doctor virtue signaling. But at least, the Doctor was saying how great humanity was. Saying there was some good points about what humanity was doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now. See you later.